Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy Vlogmas. More holiday content coming at you. I am going to do a very quick shoe vlog today. As I had recently shared in the 7 winter boots you should have video, I never really thought of myself as a shoe person, but clearly I am because I have all different kinds of shoes. I started becoming suspicious of myself as a shoe person last year. I teach my daughter in a homeschool hybrid program with another mom, and we taught botany, and we had this exercise where we were trying to teach them about classification, scientific process of creating classifications and dichotomies, and we had this activity where you're supposed to round up all of these shoes and classify them. And so what I realized is, like, I just had tons and tons of shoes of tons of different varieties for us to classify in different ways. So I was like, actually I have kind of a lot of shoes, more than I realized. But I just wanted to talk today about 3 types of shoes you should try to grab for the holiday season. So the 3 types of shoes that I'm recommending are obviously red shoes. Everybody needs red shoes for the holiday season. Red and green are the colors of the season. Red shoes are just so fun and beautiful and seductive. So you definitely want to make sure you have a pair of red shoes. And I will show you my example. The second pair are patent leather shoes. I actually think that patent leather is just a texture that works so well during the holiday season. That little bit of shine and gleam just looks beautiful. So I have a couple of examples of that I want to show you. And then the final one, I think it's probably another obvious choice, but it's just the metallics. You want to make sure that you have something that's shiny and metallic that can last you through Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, and for me, my wedding anniversary is on New Year's Eve, so we usually go out. I don't know what that's gonna look like this year because of COVID. I don't know what any of this is gonna look like, but we will be ready if we are able to go out and connect with people or maybe have some small gatherings. We will make sure that we are looking great, or, you know, I say never knock just being at home looking fabulous, because, you know, be your authentic self, even if you just have an audience of 1. Okay, so my very first pair that I'm gonna show you in the red category are these, and you can see hopefully here there's a little bit of a glare, but these are custom made for me by Enrico Cuini and Taryn Rose. So Enrico Cuini is an amazing shoe line, you guys, that's like lesser known. Just want to show you the logo so that you can see it. But they have beautifully made shoes. Enrico and Taryn are married, and Enrico is an Italian shoe designer, and Taryn is a foot specialist, an orthopedist turned shoe designer. So you might be familiar with her shoes, Taryn Rose. They have come together and formed a new partnership. Well, not new, it's relative. You know, they've been around for a few years, but I feel like they're still an emerging brand. But what's so great is they have this beautiful technology that supports your foot. So these shoes are designed for you to be able to stand for hours and hours. They are beautifully made. They pick the most beautiful colors and prints to make their shoes. I like these in particular for the holiday season because they are suede. So that's also like one of those fabrics that just kind of gives you the holiday feels. This silver, it's almost like corseting for your foot or something that just really gives you a lot of support here. And it kind of just looks very beautiful as well. So it gives you that kind of shine. The heel is, you know, just fantastic. It's a high heel. Like I said before, I'm 6 feet tall, so I don't always need to wear a super high heel, but these are just extremely comfortable and I can be in them all night. So I don't mind it. I don't mind being that diva that, you know, take me from 6 feet to 6'3". It's all good. But yeah, so these are just an example of red heel, and I just love that there's a special message in here for me from Taryn and Enrico for these particular pair of shoes. But these are my, like, part of my go-to holiday faves, and I suggest that you guys also look into just getting a solid pair of red shoes. They just elevate an outfit. If you're gonna be wearing black, this just takes it to the next level and kind of gives you that holiday or festive sensibility. All right, you guys, so my next category is just patent leather, and the two shoes that I have are beautiful, not necessarily the most comfortable, but sometimes comfort has to be sacrificed. So I've got this great pair of Chloe shoes that I've had for a very long time. Again, these are super high as well. Patent leather, you see that nice shine. They're also green, which is obviously another great holiday color. Just coincidentally, these work out great for me. I love the way these fit when they're on. They just crisscross over. So there's just, you know, a lot of complication here. It just looks really fun and it looks really beautiful. So these are another example of a really nice pair that are solid color, that are also extremely versatile because the color is just so bold. But it's a good kind of color green, definitely holiday festive kind of green, the right tone of green that can again be worn with black, that can be worn against red if you want to be very literal for the holiday season. But just with other prints, patterns, plaids, these are really super cute, and they can be a statement unto themselves. All right, my next pair of patent leather are these Louboutins. I'm taking the shoe tree out of them because they need to be stretched. I need to keep them always being stretched because they are intense. So these are my first and so far my only pair of Louboutins, but they get a lot of play during the holiday season because this cheetah print is just appropriate also for the season. I actually find that there are ways to wear cheetah against plaid that works really well during, you know, December and all of the little outings and cocktail things, and even running around to the kids traditionally to their like holiday sing-alongs. These are just a low profile heel. So it's the kind of thing that you could throw on and be a little fun and festive and a little bit extra, but not doing too much. I had these resoled. If I had known, I would have just put these soles on. I learned, I was late in the game. I learned that you can just get this red bottom to preserve the bottom of your shoe. But better late than never, so you can see there's a slight difference in the color, but this is just a good way to maintain your red bottoms if you didn't realize that that existed, because I didn't realize early. But I love these shoes. Like I said, they definitely need to be encouraged to give. You might just put a shoe tree in there that helps extend the space. And I have a kind of a narrow foot, so this was a little bit maybe disappointing on how tight I felt like it was towards the toe, but you know how girls are. We're still gonna wear it. We're still gonna, you know, put ourselves through it if we think it's cute, and I definitely love these. All right, so my final category is the most fun, and I have a few different examples for you. It's just the metallics, so the silvers and the golds, and I've had these for a very long time. These are a wedge heel from Tory Burch. I just love the way that they shine. You can tell they're kind of getting a little worn here, but I love this big emblem on the front because it also kind of kicks up the excitement. I love that these are a wedge. Super duper comfortable. So these are another one like my Enrico Cuinis. If I have a long night of potentially standing, like a cocktail, these are the kind of shoes that I am going to go for. What I also like about the wedge is that it's just so dark and discreet that you can't even really tell that it's a wedge. This also works great if you're going to something that's outdoor, like, you know, in a garden, tented, especially these days during COVID, everything has to be outside. So this is not one where your heel will sink in. I will say for my Louboutins, I had to have a little work done on them because I went to a wedding over the summer where I wore them and my foot actually got stuck between the planks and it did a little damage on my heel. So I had to get those taken care of. So these are just like super safe for all terrain. These are like the Jeep of my holiday heels. So you might look for something that's shiny, metallic, or just in general, something with a wedge heel. Another pair that's really lovely are these gold ones by Choo. I love the texture. You know what, you guys? I'm gonna show you this. I am keeping them in a box where I just found this little clutch from Michael Kors that I think goes with it so beautifully. I'm really excited about it. I haven't had a chance to wear them together yet, but I just love the way it's matched. I can be matchy-matchy. So as far as these go, no real complaints. Another beautiful heel. The comfort level is fine. They are obviously like more of a sandal, so weather kind of plays into it, whether or not this is kind of appropriate. But usually, I live in LA, you can swing something like this at nighttime, even in November and December. So the next two heels that I want to show are actually metallics also, but unexpected colors and colors that I encourage you to get. The first one is gunmetal. So these are also from Michael Kors. They are just a really, really cool color. Very, very versatile. Obviously it toes the silver line, but sometimes when you want something that's like a little bit more understated, but with that sheen, again, really pops off against black. I'm wearing black, that's just easy for you guys to kind of see the impact of the shoe. They have a very kind of interesting shape to the toe, but I like them. They're a little bit funky and fun. So I definitely encourage you to look out when you're doing your metallic search, maybe a true gold, maybe a true silver, because it'll probably go with your jewelry, but also gunmetal is a really solid color that you can use to amp up your holiday season. And if I find any pictures of me wearing this shoe or any of the shoes on red carpets, I'll try to throw them in. Okay, the final heel that I have for you today is in a rose gold. So that's another unexpected color that I encourage you to look into during the holiday season. I actually have a nice handbag that I like to wear with this too that I probably should have shown, but okay, maybe next time. But these are from BADGLEY MISCHKA. As you can tell, with all of like this beautiful crystal work on the shoe, these are another really lovely pair where, again, weather, temperature could be a little bit of a factor, but they are very, very comfortable and very, very beautiful. And it's a nice little mix up, something, like I said, different, unexpected, adding a little bit of variety to what are your traditional metallic elements. So I would say try to find like a shimmery rose gold shoe as well. All right, guys, so that was just a little quick video of the types of shoes that I encourage you to get for the holiday season. Remember, find that bold red shoe that you really love, that you can get a lot of use out of, that's comfortable for you. Look into finding a patent leather shoe if you can, and then definitely go for it with the metallics, because those are always fun and festive and funky, and it just elevates your style. Thanks so much for watching.